It's a weird, colorful and kinda playful world, and I gotta admit, Ruffy and the Riverside give me some real nostalgic vibes, reminding me of the classic old-school platformers. In this game you play as 2D hand-drawn character running around in 3D world. Sometimes the view switches to a full 2D perspective, and since most of the textures are also hand-drawn, it gives the whole thing a very fairy tale-like and unique visual style, and I need to admit, it has something calming in it because of that. You play as Ruffy, yeah, shocking, I know you totally didn't catch that from the title. At first I was honestly confused about what Ruffy even is. See, when I was a kid on my old PlayStation 1, I played Crash Bandicoot 3 without knowing a single word of English. I didn't knew back then that even a creature like Bandicoot even exists, and I thought Crash Bandicoot was just some cool sounding name for a cool looking orange fox-alike character because, well, he's orange. My kid brain made the logic. So now, years later, we've got Ruffy, and again, I'm like, what the hell is a Ruffy? He kinda looks like a bear, but with a super cartoon face and a strange looking cape on it. I decided he's probably a bear, and later the game confirmed it in one of the dialogues, so yeah, bear it is. Ruffy has a special ability called Swap, and also a companion named Pip. I will talk more about him in a bit. Great rhymes. Swap is the core gameplay mechanic. Use it constantly. Basically, you can change the texture of objects in the world, and that changes their material too. Like, you can turn a stone block into wood or metal, or turn water into lava or ice. It feels almost unlimited at first, but of course this is still just a game, so as you go on, you will notice some limits. You can't swap everything into anything. It's not total chaos mode. Turning a tree into water doesn't change its state of matter. And that's fair, coding a system with unlimited interactions will take forever and cost a ton. Still, the variety they give you works well, and for younger players especially, it's awesome. You can even freely repaint textures of objects in the world. Kids will probably love messing with that, painting whatever they want and changing how the world looks in real time. If you get tired of it, there's an even checkbox to hide it out. Aside from swapping, Ruffy can jump and glide using Pip, his kinda big bee baddie, as a flying helper. Pip grabs him midair and they float around until the stamina runs out. The stamina is shown as a green circle, clearly inspired by Breath of the Wild. It's quick and easy to read, but honestly it kinda feels out of the place. The art is all soft and pastel, and then there is this bright green ring that screams game UI. A bit jarring, but hey, it works! Pip also cracks some jokes in the dialogues, but he's mostly just comic relief. Ruffy can run faster using stamina, and you will need that in some puzzles. And get this, he can also roll around on a big hay ball. It's faster than running and works kinda alike of skateboard. You can even grind on rails and do tricks of ramps. Yeah, hay ball skateboarding. Sounds nuts, but it totally fits the vibe of this bizarre, vibrant world. Remember, this game is aiming for younger audience. You can even take part in hayball races against other racers with tuned up hayballs. No joke, it's weird, but it's the good kind of weird and kind of funny one. Another character worth mentioning is Sir Edler, a mole knight from the Mole Guild. He seems to know more about Ruffy than he lets on, and he's obsessed on rare minerals. Turns out Ruffy is kinda special. In Riverside, he's the only one who can use the swap power. I won't spoil too much of the story, but early on you get some backstory. Sir Edler brought baby Ruffy to his adoptive father, and around 12 years later, time for Ruffy fate comes. That set the stage for this big adventure. So yeah, Ruffy is the chosen one, destined to save the world from a massive disaster. Soon you meet the main villain, Growl Cube. He's evil, of course, and just wants to destroy and rule everything. He spreads poison across the world, making it dull and grey. He was banished ages ago, but because of some magic marbles, yep, literally God kid marbles that reshape the world, he ends up getting back in. Ruffy and Sir Edler accidentally open a path for him from another dimension, and now it is up to Ruffy to clean up the mess. The cool thing is you don't have to follow the main story all the time. The game lets you do your own thing whenever you want, there is no time pressure, you can wander off, solve side puzzles, collect butterflies or orbs, help tall folks with random tasks, just chill and enjoy the game. About the puzzles, the game is full of them. Most are pretty simple, but even now and then I had to stop and really think. A few made me feel blind, like the answer was right in front of me and I just didn't see it. But remember, this game is made for younger players. The main puzzles from the story of the game are pretty straightforward, while the side ones take a little more brain power. It's designed to challenge kids without frustrating them too much. Makes sense. Sometimes puzzles are locked behind story progress, like I found this very simple lift puzzle that uses shape swapping to move up, but only one shape, a triangle, was available at first. I had to advance the story to unlock the square block, which let me reach the middle level, where I could finally find the circle block for top level. Now, technically, I managed to glide from a floating island and reach the mid-section easily. Yay me! But even then, the puzzle elements were still locked, so exploration is possible, but the game does keep you on leash when needed. You will also run into logic puzzles, math puzzles, some platform-based puzzles, and memory stuff. It's a nice mix. The game rewards you for solving them too, which always feels good, and I believe it's to encourage younger players to push forward. Scattered across the world, you will find tons of coins. You might wonder why I'm collecting all this stuff. Well, coins can be used to buy new capes. Yeah, that thing on Ruffy's head is a cape. Once you get 3 of them, you can use a special slot machine to upgrade your health regen and stamina. You can also buy extra heart containers from our robot vending machine. Max is 8 hearts, but you can still waste coins after that. No warning. Kinda funny, feels like the devs didn't expect anyone to be that rich. Coins also have another purpose. Sometimes you will be tasked to run back and forth from place to place, and collecting coins while running refills your stamina by some portion. Let's talk about combat. Ruffy can smack enemies with a basic attack. Do a spin move, Crash Bandicoot fans, you know the one. Or do a jump stomp attack. But there really aren't many enemies in the game. Most of them can be ignored. You don't have to fight unless the game forces you to in a few sections. Even then, the combat is cartoonish and super family friendly. Nothing violent or brutal. The game is more focused on being creative. Now back to the main thing. The art style is a big part of the charm. You play in a hand-drawn world full of color, movement and life. The game world is mostly in 3D, but there are multiple 2D perspective sections, so there is a lot of freshness in the whole gameplay from time to time. Trees sway, rivers flow, everything wiggles a little, like the world is breathy. Even the darker, spookier areas don't feel dead or dull. Add to that a fun, catchy soundtrack, and the whole experience just feels warm. Even the main theme got stuck in my head, which is always a good sign. On technical side, the game isn't demanding. It runs well on low-end PCs, but yeah, it's not perfect. I ran into a few glitches, sometimes textures wouldn't line up, or Ruffy got stuck in an animation. In some cases, I had to restart the whole game to fix it. Annoying, but not a deal breaker. Also, while the art style is unique, a few parts of the game do look a bit cheap or outdated. Not a big issue. Most kids won't care, but older or more experienced players might notice some cheaper tricks here and there. Bottom line, Ruffy and the Riverside is clearly made for a younger audience. It's bright, silly and simple, but that's not a bad thing. If you're an adult looking to chill out, get some old school platformer nostalgia, or just play something cozy and low stress, it's still worth trying. Just don't expect a deep or challenging adventure. Most of the time you will see exactly where to go and what to do. Still, for what it aims to be, the game does a great job. It's fun, relaxing and creative. Kids will enjoy solving puzzles and swapping the world around like mini gods with paintbrushes. Adults, you might smile a few times too. It reminded me of playing games on the PS1, simple, charming and not trying to be a Hollywood blockbuster. If I was rating it only from an adult perspective, it did score lower, but since the game is clearly made for kids, I will bump the score. Combining both audiences, I think Ruffy and the Riverside deserve a solid 8 out of 10. It's one of those "they don't make games like this anymore" kinda title. Thanks for watching, hit the channel up for more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!